Okay, so I just wanted to hop on here and show you what I'm doing with these hickory nuts and maybe explain a little bit why. Why would you mulch with hickory nuts? So we're in my tree rows here. Got a catalpa here. It's doing a little bit poorly. It's in some poor soil. Got a cottonwood there. And so what we're doing is we're putting these hickory nuts that came from a tree that was cut down recently, and we're putting these in the tree row here as mulch. Why would we do that? Well, hickory nuts, or any kind of fruit or nut, is full of sugars, carbohydrates, fats. In particular, these nuts are full of carbohydrates and fats. They are high energy, and that energy is going to feed our fungi. Fats are particularly good at feeding fungi, and so if you actually go underneath a hickory tree and look in the nuts, there's often fungi feeding on the nut hulls and the leftover nuts that are underneath the tree. So we're putting these down as a way to feed our microbes and increase the fungi in our soil here. So thought while I have you here, might as well give you a little bit more of an update on the growth response we got from our mulching just recently. As you can see, these trees are putting out new growth. One in particular down here has quite a bit here. Here's a catalpa. Look at that nice green growth coming out of that. Yeah, that's a response since we did the mulching video here a while back. Here we've got a catalpa that is really taken off here. Yeah, things are going really well. I'm very impressed with the growth response that we got. Here we go. We got blackberry putting out new growth, that nice green growth. Got a willow here. A lot of new shoot coming out there. Yeah, we had a really good response. I'm very impressed. It's just really neat to see how plants respond to that kind of pressure and intervention. Here, these these canna lilies really are putting a lot of growth on since we did that, as is the mulberry, and got an elderberry here putting on a lot of new growth. A lot of growth out of that mulberry. These willows, everything is just really popping. Blackberries, and surprise, surprise, we have mulch. So this winter we're going to take all of these tree branches from the tree that I mentioned earlier. We're going to take all of these branches and we're going to cut them up and mulch our tree rows with them. You don't need to chip it. Chipping it will help it decompose faster, but you can just take this, cut it into pieces, organize it in your tree rows, get it in contact with the ground, and you're going to get a good mulch, a long-term mulch. We've been using this grass, and while we're getting a good response out of it, we're just not. There we go, another blackberry. In particular, these cottonwoods, these poplars in this tree row really had a lot of growth, and it's the time of year for them to start growing a little bit more, but they really popped. Really popped after that mulching. Just really put on a lot of growth. I'd say maybe 6 inches or so just in the past few weeks, which is interesting. We're not really making interventions in the tree row. All we did was cut the grass next to the tree row, and if you didn't see that video, go check out our mulching video, mulching the tree rows. We just cut the grass next to it and put it on the trees. There you can see our little oak tree. This one's putting on some growth, which is really fun to see. I'm really excited about those oaks. So yeah, we got a good growth response out of the mulching, and there's another elderberry there. Nice poplar with big leaves, a lot of growth. I wanted to show you there's an aronia up here that really put on a nice bit of growth. Yeah, all that green growth you're seeing on everything is all new, just in the past few weeks since we did the mulching video. There. There's that aronia. Got that little green growth on top. So yeah, really happy with the way the mulching went, and really excited about that pile of brush and being able to mulch with that through the winter, and that way going into spring we've got the grass suppressed a little bit more. So yeah, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. There's more to come.